Ink Charm Project presents.
Hello and welcome to Warparty, an original setting that we're exploring through the lens of D&D 5th edition. I'm Dana.
I'm Michaela.
I'm Hannah.
I'm a cat that is stuck on the ceiling.
I believe you.
Okay.
And today we're going to create some characters for a brand new Ink Charm project.
Yeah.
Okay.
Horror. Darkness.
So, I've teased you guys a little bit about this already. Ghoul and I met today, and we were planning kind of this whole thing, like how this is going to work out. Basically, we're setting up, it's almost bounty board-esque, but like a campaign that is one-shot friendly with still being persistent. And within it, it's really going to focus on some sort of spooky stuff, some sort of
Exorcism. Ghosts.
ghosts,
Zombies.
undead,
Skeletons.
ghouls, perhaps.
Many
Who can
poltergeists.
say? Could be. You never know.
More?
Banshees.
Who knows?
All that,
Wraiths.
all that being said,
Frog
we're gonna make
monsters.
characters today. We're gonna talk about the world. I sent out a screenshot of the map earlier.
Oh no. I did definitely see it. Sure.
If you want to scoot over here to take a peek at it, we can
It's so
real
hard
quickly.
to move.
But I'll repost it right now
Okay.
for you guys
Thank you.
in the long rest over Discord. Don't worry about it. So let me just repost that right quick. And in summary, we're going to be on the northern border, kind of northwest border of the Corin state. Beyond it is where the lands of lawlessness begin. Einar have no empire. They have no centralized authority, really. And so while they do have a lot of that land settled by Einar, and beyond them, the Omiri, there's not really true states out there. There's not true empire. So this is a border between the lands of empire with the Corin state, the Hua Empire, and even farther south, the Clover Kingdom. Everything south of this border we're going to be on, that's empire. Everything north of it, lawless, tundra western, be advised. So that's basically the setting we're going for. We're going to be placed between Fiendvolen and Fevolen, and that is going to be south of East Einken. You can see it there on the map. Basically, this border is... it's a tough one. There's been a lot of history here in the past. The Omiri pushed as far north as they could go, had to pass through here, and plenty died on their way. The Einar, on their way north to get here, surely plenty of people had died there in the past. In order for the Corin state to establish the borders of their state, including this one, there had to be bloodshed to an extent. They had to push people out. They had to establish and then hold their border to make sure that it was respected. It is now, but, there's still patrols. The state is very much a military entity. And from all of that, there's going to be unrest. There's going to be generational trauma coming through. There's going to be people who don't know a better way of life that are just trying to do their best. And beyond that, there's also the matters of how people are renting out their land here from the Corin state, and if they fail to pay that rent, so to speak, that town may be uprooted and then pushed back out to the northwest, to the tundra western, to those lawless lands. So that's kind of the situation we're here at. It's a very important border, and it's one that has a lot of bad things happening in it, both in the past and now. There are seasons there, it's kind of temperate here and there. There's going to be winters from time to time, and that's the general premise. So we're going to be creating something of a company, a guild, a band of people here of 4. Each of us is going to have a character, and Ghoul will be co-DMing with me. We're going to take turns now and then with different adventures, who is the DM and who isn't, and that'll kind of determine which one of us is going to be out on the adventures along with you guys.
Okay. Well, me excite.
The exact form of this company, this guild, this band that we have formed is not predetermined. A lot of that is probably going to come from Vroom Vroom out there. I don't know if you guys can hear it. But a lot of it is going to come from what we put together today. We're going to be making our characters. We're building them together from the start, from the ground up, with the intention of them being together, meshing well, having their own
conflict.
Their own conflicts, indeed, conflicts as well.
Accidental stabbing.
So there's going to be all that. We're going to probably through that discover, as we build on who our characters could be, what it is that they are brought together for in this company, this guild, this band. Ghoul, do you have anything else you would like to say?
I do have one thing I'd like you all to kind of bear in mind. When bad things happen, it leaves a stain on a place. And if bad things happen over and over again, different places, they just keep staining. And sometimes those stains just get so bad, they just rot through.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry, I'm already drawing her. She should not exist. Having ideas.
So it's like a coffee table that's had so many water rings on it that it just starts to rot the wood all the way through.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a yike. I think that might be a pretty good way of putting it, huh, Ghoul?
I think that would be rather fitting.
Now,
That's why I use coasters.
we're going to
nothing
be
can rot.
using the Warparty standards of what races are here, what homebrews are here, etc. You know which subclasses I probably won't go for just because they are, in my opinion, kind of busted with the way we run the game. That doesn't mean you can't ever play them. I just kind of have them reserved as a special place where I'd rather have them as a prize as opposed to a starting point. But we'll get around to that. I don't think most of the things are gonna come to that. There's only a few that I even consider that point, and we're gonna move it into any questions, comments, concerns before we launch into this whole crazy party, free-for-all, character building nonsense.
Okay. We're using D&D Beyond, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Plug
making
your
sure.
character in there.
That's why I was like, where are you? Yes.
We're not using paper sheets just for easeability.
Yes.
Dana's got everything pretty much set up as homebrew.
Let's see.
Someday I'm going to post all of that
When it's ready.
when it's ready. Unfortunately, there's a lot of issues primarily with sub-races, where if you post them before they're totally ready, you'll break the entire thing and you also can't take it down. But I love it so much, and I hope that someday they'll team up with me.
One day.
I know it's unlikely, but I would just love to put some of these things on there, like the Savant. Ah, never mind.
The universe is listening. Send those thoughts out.
I'm sending them. But yeah, anything else for you guys? Or shall we?
I'm just getting my D6s out. I'm so ready for this.
I should do that.
All right.
I have 100 if you need any.
Maybe-
Let's get started.
Like,
First
like
off,
unnecessary how many I have.
what race are you guys thinking?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I pretty much know my class that I want, but
I think we'll also start at level 3. That way we can all
Okay.
have a subclass.
Okay.
okay, cool.
Yeah, I thought of doing it lower, but I mean, with how specialized kind of like the backstories are probably going to be, it just makes more sense for like the flavor to be there from the get-go for this one.
Okay. Okay. Me excite. I am figuring that out. Oh.
What race should I be? Ghoul, you got any ideas?
I know exactly what I'm going for, I think.
Okay.
What race are you choosing? Hit me.
I'm going to be a Copper Skull.
A copper skull? Okay,
Yeah.
which one?
I think I'm going to be the Vassal, because
The
I
Vassal?
like the idea. Yeah, the small one.
All right, very interesting. Cool. I don't think that I have any ideas on like what to change about it right now, so like there's not gonna have to be any retcons on your racial stuff from a rebalance, but I think that'll work. For the folks at home, copper skulls are... I'll just read about it. They come in a variety of designs. They're often built as special projects that just devour the resources of a community in the process. They're kind of a rarity in Rosendi, and often they're kind of stunning to behold. They're really about as rare as a wizard or a warlock. Amazing audiences that come across them. And although they might seem mystical with their ability to move, an act that is pretty impressive for a hunk of metal, they're usually not made with magic as a cornerstone of design. The vassals are copper skulls that originated in the Hua Empire, and they were developed and produced on the order of Caibo nobility. Though the process of producing them has spread since then to be beyond just the empire, they are still largely favored by Hua Empire elites as a form of trustworthy servant to handle more delicate matters such as food preparation and service to their elite and visiting dignitaries. So that does give them kind of a little bit more social ability, so to speak. There's a lot of special things about them, such as typically they only operate for 20 years before needing major maintenance to get fixed up, which is comparable to them having a lifespan. If, say, aging effects age them by 20 years, that's equivalent to them dying of old age. But they can, if they get that special maintenance, they'll be able to keep going.
Dana, how do you feel about tieflings?
I'm debating between a changeling and a tiefling.
I kind of feel like you should do a changeling just because of like the switch between Winter's Wealth, where you are hunting them down with a vengeance.
Okay.
I feel like that would be kind of fun.
All right, then I'll be a changeling. Choose race.
A changeling.
Yes.
All right, pretty cool, pretty cool.
And we're
Where did
leveling
your
up,
changeling self come from?
I don't know. I don't think she would be from the Fey Court.
Perhaps she was one of those people that was swapped in.
They sent
when
me
the
here.
when the sprite's stolen, they're taken to the Fey Court. A changeling's put in their place. So maybe you're a changeling.
I'm a changeling.
By human or parents or something like that.
Yes. I was sent here. They didn't like me. As soon as they learned, I didn't like myself for a little bit.
When did they learn that you're a changeling? How old were you?
I think I was in like preschool, and
very young.
Let's do middle school. Let's do middle school, and
so that's
and
what, 13?
Yes, and she was.
The world hates you to begin with.
So she was 13, and she really liked this person, and she thought of them so hard that she just changed into them, literally in front of them. She became them.
So she had a crush.
Yes.
And then
she became the crush, and she's like, "What?" And everybody's like, "What?" And she's like, "Oh no."
Her family, what race were they? Did they live in the area that we're gonna be at? That would be a good question.
I left the area because of the stairs and the shame and I think she was from the Clovic Empire.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. So, assuming Clovic parents?
Yes.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds cool.
I think about her, she left, she's trying to maybe do some good, trying to see maybe if she can redeem herself in a way, but also she's pretty happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we've got a changeling, we've got a copper skull.
Yes.
Hannah, what are you thinking?
I have a character that I made a long time ago, and I've never played him. His name is Hamish the Unforgotten.
Oh.
And he is a shaded greater skeleton.
Those are really weird. Do you want to talk about them at all?
Yeah.
This is another piece of homebrew.
So he has, what do they have? They start with 100 HP, right?
Yeah.
And you can't receive healing in any way. Healing, there's certain ways that you can kind of receive it, but it's temporary HP.
Here, I'll open up their features.
Okay, cool.
Curse of Strife. The total of your base hit points at level 1 is 100, regardless of class, and you cannot increase your hit point total. When applying Constitution modifier bonuses and rolling hit dice on level ups, the increased hit points are instead applied to you as healing. Curse of Decay. You are incapable of receiving healing in just about any form. You are still capable of being stabilized when incapacitated, and you will regain 1 hit point after 1d4 hours, which is fitting with normal rules, returning you to consciousness. Additionally, when you roll hit dice on a short rest, instead of healing you, you will receive an equivalent number of temporary hit points. Curse of Damnation. When fully killed, the last creature to interact with the skeleton must pass a Wisdom saving throw, DC 18, or be reduced to 1 hit point.
Oh no.
Interaction with the skeleton is defined by dealing damage, attempting healing, inflicting or removing a condition, stabilizing the skeleton, or any other type of interaction that might include a roll.
I should turn on the light.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's right. Thank you.
Welcome.
And then we also have the paled greater skeleton. Is that the one where I can attach bones?
Yes, you can attach bones with that one. You also get to choose a designer's marking as a shaded greater
Right.
skeleton, which kind of they're a special addition to your bones, seen as something of a craftsman's mark. These include ashes of the lich, blood of the creator, claws of the fiend, eyes of the savior, fingers of the fae, or teeth of the vitala.
Oh no.
And depending on what you choose, you'll get a very strange bonus and powerful bonus, which you'll probably have to lean on a lot to make that 100 HP last.
So we would have 2 skelly boys and a changeling.
The
We've got
copper
the
skull's
copper skull.
not quite a skeleton. It's
They're
like
a machine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Think steampunk automata.
yeah.
That's the
Kinda
best
like
I
that.
can.
Like a Victorian mech suit,
Sure.
kinda.
Okay.
So
Here,
imagine a
here, hold
skeleton.
on. I
except
got
now
something that will explain this easily. Hold on.
It's made of bones,
Mm-hmm.
and it's got a kind of copper face mask thing, and it, it's a skeleton. It's a copper skull. They're automatons. They're robots.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got a machine. I feel like I have to be normal now.
Don't you dare.
Should I do it?
You can be normal.
What should I be?
I would say
I mean, I could be a burb, but humans are kind of like the standard. For
either
normal.
human or either I want you to maybe be a gnome.
I'm gonna go with a human. I think.
No.
I mean, I could be sprite stolen.
No, don't.
I'm the one that you
Yes.
that you replaced coming back.
Oh no.
my gosh, twinning.
That will be. Oh.
Is that too much?
Well, that would be funny actually.
Should
but
I do it? I don't know.
I will not tell you that I know because I will be a different form from now on.
What do you guys think? Ghoul? Hannah?
Like if you're.
Are you really gonna be the basic bitch of the party?
Well, I mean, I don't have to be basic. in
Humans
all
are not. They're
regards.
good. We're human.
I've still got a whole
I mean, I am
class and
human,
subclass and background to
but-
choose. Oh, jeez.
It's okay to be human.
What should I do? I mean, I could be a Cora since we're walking
thought
the
about
line
No
being
more
of
a
the
Cora.
board.
birds.
Maybe an Einar.
Einar could be fun,
I
but
am
also
always
kobolds
happy
exist, and I
to see
love them
Einar.
so much.
Kobolds, no. This time.
Jeez.
Whatever your heart wants,
I don't know. Should I roll for it?
you can.
Okay. Someone write this down. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Got it.
1 is kobold. 2 is Einar. 3 is Cora. 4 is sprite stolen.
I vote 2 and 4.
Sprite stolen.
I win.
What race sprite stolen?
What race? What kind of sprite?
All right,
Oh, well,
Satyr.
no, wait. It's already decided. Clovic,
Well, you're
because
Clovic, yes.
Your own adventure.
I'm going to be the one that you replaced.
Yes.
Sprite stolen human. I look like Clovic. Am I a boy or a girl or something else?
I can be both.
Yeah, but me.
You would be
What did you replace?
a girl.
A sweet young lady.
Yes.
Barely even 2.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and what were your parents? What changeling? Those changelings. What court were they in? Were it Spring Roost, Summer Court, Autumn Tower, Winter Keep, or the Shifting Moon?
The shifting moon.
The Shifting Moon.
Fancy.
Yes. Not sure if I remember shifting moon, but that sounds cool.
I was spirited away by the Shifting Moon, army of the Dryad Fostera. While all other Archfey appear content to rule their lands and order around the Lesser Fey, Faustera believes the abundance of order to fly in the face of freedom of the very nature of Fey. Faustera's army fluctuates in numbers with the ebb and flow each season, cycling through the 4 Archfey's domains, slowly whittling away their holdings. And I get the Minor Illusion cantrip. I like it. I'm taking it. Thank you.
Do I get the Minor Illusion cantrip?
No. Maybe. I mean, you can go and get it some other way. I get it because my race.
But I'm from the court.
You were put in the fucking baby land.
Baby land.
In a cradle with regular
I was
people.
taken from a magical land into a village.
All right. I think we got that kind of sorted out. Any
from-
details related to race that you guys think are...
Question, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if I know I'm a changeling from a Fey court, put there to be there, do I know my purpose? Do they put you there and then you just have to figure it out?
Well, they put you there so that you can be kind of reared by people other than them and maybe made use of in the future.
So they can come and
They
get
could
me.
also just, they might have been in contact with you.
Interesting.
I'll let you decide in your backstory whether you liked them or not and wanted to cooperate or
The
not.
repo men are coming.
Oh my
The
God.
Oh God.
repo men are coming.
Who's a repo man?
You haven't seen.
Yeah.
I'll send a movie your way.
Okay.
I am tied, kind of. It's a 3-way for my designer's marking. Either ashes of the lich. Your creator blackened your bones in the ashes of a lich. Incoming temporary hit points are double. But I was planning on being the cleric for the group, so I don't know how
Okay.
much healing I'd really be doing for myself. I mean,
Temporary
those
hit
temporary
points are really important since
I really
you can't
that's
heal.
Well,
all I got.
If I may make a suggestion,
Mm-hmm.
you could always take the Eldritch Adept feat at some point and get false luck or fiendish vigor, I believe,
Okay.
where you can cast false life on yourself at will, which gives you temporary hit points.
But that's only as a 1st level spell. Just getting the regular false life spell and casting it as a 5th level spell, you'll get a gazillion temporary hit points.
All right, but if we're starting at level 3.
I mean,
got a
it'll
long
still
way to
be a
go
lot
before
since
that.
it's doubled.
Yeah.
That's just exponential growth.
Okay, well, there's also the
Kind
Teeth of the
No, it's-
Vatala. Your creator placed the Teeth of a Vatala where your own once were. You can devour souls by consuming the flesh or blood of a humanoid that has been dead for no more than 1 minute. When you do, heal for 1d4 hit points. Now, that's not temporary HP. That is healing. Is that the only way?
So far, we've seen only 2 ways to heal. Leveling up
Okay.
and that.
Okay.
Yep.
The third one, though, I think is
I mean, you could also do a wish spell. I'm sure that would allow it.
right. The third one is extra sweet, the blood of the creator. Your creator swapped at least one of their own bones into your skeleton prior to the ritual, bonding your souls for an unknown purpose. The
Interesting.
benefits or disadvantages are there for your GM to decide. So I got 2 GMs.
You're doomed.
You're both crazy.
Yes. I am scared and I want it to happen.
Ghoul, what do you think about that?
I have a few ideas.
Are they
I'll-
spicy?
Like paprika.
Paprika's not spicy.
It tastes sweet to me.
I'd certainly not call them comforting. However, but like I said, I'll leave ink to the main decision. We'll discuss it later, between ourselves, I think, without spoiling anything.
Well, you're
If
gonna
that-
have to tell me.
Well, yeah, of course.
Okay.
It will give you the
can
boon,
be
but
mystery
not necessarily the reason.
Okay.
What are you thinking? Do you think you want one of those sure things that are very useful, or are you gonna take
No,
it?
I'm just gonna wild card.
You're gonna wild card
Yeah.
it? All right.
Heck it, dude.
Okay. We'll have to figure that out later. So. All right.
Yes.
Any other thoughts? Anyone else got other thoughts?
I'm starting to come together with my idea,
Okay.
and I'm gonna be starting out as a boy, because I'm always going to be the last person that I've been with.
Oh, you had a boy crush.
No,
Wow.
I'd switch
Oh,
depending
I see.
on who I'm with.
Did you have a boy crush when you were young?
That was a girl.
Ah, so you had that hot girl crush
Mm-hmm.
when you were in middle school age. Oh,
That sounds
jeez.
very familiar.
An awakening.
Yes. So yes.
So basically, like, are you killing your partners
No.
and taking on their visage?
I just
Or-
leave the place and then
Okay.
I just like, because they were so impressive to me, I want to like
Ah.
live in their shoes for a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
So you idolize your partners a little bit
Yes.
to want to become them just to see what it's like for them?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there any sort of like deeper thing going on of like, oh, I know you won't like me because I'm a monster. So at the very least, if I keep you within me, then I'll never truly lose you.
Oh, that's unsettling.
I don't know. I think she's less more of that. I don't know if I'm trying to see if she has the underlying issue, if she was, let's say, contacted by the fake court or not.
That's a great question.
Like, I don't know how her parents treated her after that. Maybe they were okay with it. Maybe they were not. I still don't see that. I'm seeing her much more of a happy, see where the wind blows kind of person.
That may change when we get to talking
Yeah,
about
that's-
backgrounds.
That's what I'm trying to see.
But why
how
don't we,
between
why
all
don't
of us.
we zip into the class for now?
Yeah.
Let's zip into the class. So, barbarian?
Yes, I want to try what you mentioned.
All right, let's look at your barbarian then.
Mm.
Show me what you got. Level 3. What things? Do you choosing anything?
That's a good question. I didn't choose it level 3 yet. I go to there it is. Okay, level 3.
All right. So,
Confirm.
2
Okay.
proficiencies.
2 proficiencies. We have, of course, survival, perception, nature, intimidation, athletics, and animal handling.
Okay.
I think it will be really good from everything that I've done and will be. I would go with survival.
Survival.
And then my other one will be perception. If we're going to be investigating spooky stuff, I need to be really perceptive.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Sound good to you, Ghoul?
Sounds fine to me.
Okay.
You also get danger sense at level 2, which is pretty rad.
Nothing surprises me.
Which,
Danger's my middle name.
no jump scares here.
Ever.
Primal Path.
Okay. Let's see. Oh my god, there's a lot. Okay. Path of the Wild Magic, Path of the Ancestral Guardian, Battle Ranger, Beast, Berserker, Storm Herald, Totem Warrior, Zealot, and Path of the Lone Gun. I know you mentioned Ancestral Guardian, but also my guardians will be in different fae, and that could get really weird, right?
Sure. Kind of.
So, like,
Like,
let's,
grandmama, why
let's-
did you leave me
Let's,
here?
for instance, grab Path of the Ancestral Guardian and see what's happening here.
Okay.
Yeah. What happened to your human parents, by the way?
They're fine. They're living their life. They had their own kids. They were also paranoid that they are also changelings.
What
They
if for
make
some
them-
reason they ended up dying or killing each other, and then they're your ancestral guardian instead, more of a vengeful spirit at your back than anything?
Not into it.
No.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know. Well, you guys my parents, but this feels too real. Yes. Nope.
Alright. So, starting when you choose this path at 3rd level, spectral warriors appear when you enter your rage. While you're raging, the first creature hit within your attack on your turn becomes the target of the warriors, which hinder its attacks. Until the start of your next turn, that target has disadvantage on any attack roll that isn't against you. And when the target hits a creature other than you with an attack, that creature has resistance to the damage dealt by the attack. The effect on the target ends early if your rage ends. That's really good.
Yeah, what if I didn't know I was a changeling? Because when I was learning my barbarian skills and I was summoning for the first time my ancestors, it was not my parents, grandmama and grandpapa. It was like some kind of like fairy, weird looking
So
creature.
you were swapped as like a baby
Yeah.
before you had any idea what court life was like.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I can still have my crush and everything, and that's how I started to do my changing of my personalities.
Yeah.
But I do like the idea of like her being like, let's try this new skill. Oh shoot, they don't look like anything like my parents.
How did you get this kind of skill? Is it perhaps like just something that eventually you were beginning to awaken
Were you
to?
meditating in the woods?
or did these spectral warriors or these ancestral guardians come to you?
Did a tree fall on your friend and you had to lift it off?
Ooh.
What might it be?
Oh, it
Did
was my
I
crush
start
that the tree fell
following
out.
behind you and then you got warnings whispered in your ear that someone bad is coming?
But how are we gonna work together?
I don't know.
I need us to like each other.
Well, I'm very good at doing backflips to make things work.
I'm thinking that, okay, we can say that my crush was in danger. I needed to pick up that tree. And then my great ancestors were like, oh, there's a satyr. What? Like, okay, sure. And then she's like, what happened? I'm like, I don't know. Mom? Did you have was your grandma, did she have a tail?
Your crush is under a tree.
Yes.
Something comes to help you get it off. Man, you could get even creepier with it too, though.
Sure.
You're imagining just a satyr. What if it was just like an apparition that looks vaguely humanoid, but its face keeps shifting to other faces?
Oh, I love that.
You know, like how well
Sorry, I'm
how
reaching
well
for
are your changeling ancestors going to be able to control their faces
they
now that
all
they're
look
dead
so
and they've been here
different.
for so long, just rapidly shifting between all the people they've seen in their lives? That's creepy.
I think that's creepy. I think I like that, and then
Alright.
that scared my crush away.
So, all right, cool. We have what happened, and maybe trying to learn more about these ancestral guardians that are following you around, and if there's something they want or some way to help. Maybe their faces, whatever face they wear, always looks pained,
Interesting.
and then it's your job to figure out how to release them.
Okay. That's why I experiment on trying on people's faces and like different personalities to see if I'll see what maybe had led them to their painful looks.
Very cool. What do you think, Ghoul?
Is good.
All right, Ghoul, you wanna go next, Ghoul? Hit me with what you're thinking. What are you planning?
Well, unlike the race, I have no idea what I want to do. I've got that's a bit of an exaggeration. I have like 3 ideas.
Can we look at the one? Can we look at the thing that I tried not telling you to look at because I wanted to save it all for this time when we're all here, but then I blurted it out anyway.
We will look at that in a moment. However,
I thought I was
I
bad at
wish
keeping
to-
surprises.
I'm bad at it.
I wish to go through my thought processes for the 3 possible ideas.
By all means. I'm gonna check the camera while you talk. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm thinking either rogue, because I've never tried a rogue and they're all kind of cool.
I did play a rogue as my first character, so
I've never played a rogue.
you should. The magical not twister. Oh my god.
Arcane Trickster.
Thank you, Arcane Trickster. That's the one. Yes.
There's a lot of spooky subclasses, and apparently they're a skill monkey, and that
skill
kind of
monkey?
fits with yeah, no, they can do a lot of stuff like a bard, but I kind of want to go for that because I'm thinking like the Copper Skull is basically like a miniature butler and kind of just does stuff, but he's kind of creepy.
Mm-hmm. So we have
but
okay.
Mm.
Sorry. Continue.
Sorry. But I was also thinking maybe a ranger because they seem kind of cool.
I love rangers now.
But then I realized there was something that might fit very well that is not technically stock D&D.
Okay.
Miška, I think you might know this one.
Do tell.
The Blood Hunter.
Oh. You might. It is.
Dana's rolling her
it
eyes
is-
at you.
Shut up, Dana.
I don't
I-
care. I don't care. It looks kind of cool. Shush.
I will not mention characters from that category, but I would like to see you try. And you can mess yourself up and die really quickly with that, but it would be really interesting to see you try to do it. Yes. There's blood.
Maybe.
Ritualistic-ish. If we're all going spookiness, I have now ghosts in my past literally following me. You would be the blood cutter. Or also I would like you to be a ranger because rangers are cool.
Okay. But can I just make one quick, just
No.
a note
No.
on a couple of things that make this so cool.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Ghoul, hear me out. Open up Rogue. Put it at level whatever. We'll say 3. Select the Phantom roguish archetype.
That is fun.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
this one. The wails from the grave and the whispers of the dead. I have looked through.
That is ultimate skill monkey territory. Echoes of those who have died cling to you. Whenever you finish a short or long rest, you choose one skill or tool proficiency that you lack and gain it as a ghostly presence shares its knowledge with you. You lose this proficiency when you use this feature to choose a different proficiency that you lack.
Oh my god, twinsies.
There's also Whales from the Grave, which is cool. But go farther down. Look at level 9, Tokens of the Departed.
I haven't looked this far, actually.
You want me to read it, or do you want to read
We're
it?
just gonna be like emo kids.
When life ends in your presence, you're able to snatch a token from the departing soul, a sliver of its life essence that takes physical form. As a reaction, when a creature you can see dies within 30 feet of you, you can open your free hand and cause a tiny trinket to appear there. A soul trinket! The DM determines the trinket's form, and as you roll on the trinket's table in the player's handbook, it's generated. You can have a maximum number of soul trinkets equal to your proficiency bonus, and you can't create one while at your maximum. You can use soul trinkets in the following way. Well, the soul trinket is on your person. You have advantage on death saving throws and constitution saving throws. For your vitality is okay, that's a little
Wow.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When you deal sneak damage on your turn, you can destroy one of your soul's trinkets that's on your person and immediately use Whales from the Grave without expending the use of that feature.
I'm just imagining whales like the actual aquatic creature.
Look
every single
at the
time.
last one.
As an action, you can destroy one of your soul trinkets no matter where it's located. When you do so, you can ask the spirit associated with the trinket one question. Okay.
What's your middle name?
The spirit appears to you and answers in language it knew in life. It's under no obligation to be truthful and answers as concisely as possible, eager to be free. The spirit knows only what it knew in life as determined by the DM. That's possibly a little good.
All right.
Oh, and you can kind of just walk through solid objects.
Yeah, you're looking at 13th level.
Yeah.
You can phase partially into the realm of the dead, becoming like a ghost. As a bonus action, you assume a spectral form. You have a flying speed, you can hover, attack rolls have disadvantage on you, and you can move through creatures and objects as if they were difficult terrain, but you take damage.
I would like to say that this is also busted.
I don't know about all that, because the way the way the short and long rest things and where you get these tokens from work, they balance it all out. I think there's balance here. It's perfectly balanced. Rogue isn't, but you know. Then there's also the 17th level feature. When you use your Whales from the Grave, you can deal necrotic damage to both the first and second creature, and at the end of a long rest, a soul trinket appears in your hand if you don't have any trinkets, as the spirits of the dead are drawn to you. I mean, thematically, this is just so good.
I don't know, man. I kind of like this one.
Just
But
imagine.
then there's also like the... Oh, go ahead.
I'm going to paint a picture for you. Mishka, Hannah, pretend that you are people.
Oh,
That's
you're
a bit
blowing
of a
my
stretch,
cover,
boss.
All right.
Dana. Like now, everybody's gonna know that I'm not human.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no.
And then you've got Ghoul as a phantom near you. You know, the whole group's been working on a job. One of you NPCs, however, got hit by something toxic and terrible and spooky.
I'm dying.
And you're dying. But you had inside knowledge on what is in that back locked warehouse. But the phantom is next to you as he lays you down for your final rest.
Save me! Save
And
me!
plucking from behind your ear, it's a special little ring within which a small sliver of your soul swirls.
It makes me sad.
He holds it up to the light and then crushes it in his hands. Your spirit appears before him, and he can ask you one question.
It was Pablo.
Sorry.
Pablo, your bike?
He gave me a
Didn't
personal
even ask
apple.
my question yet.
Sorry. I just died.
Like, I mean,
Was
think
it Pablo?
It was Pablo.
you've got this changeling with, for some reason, familial spirits that just keep following around, and there's you who can pluck the souls and listen to the dead of strangers wherever you go. I think that's quite an interesting combination.
You talk about
This is true. However, there's also just the speak with dead spell.
This is true. This is true. Yes, yes, yes.
And I forgot to mention, there is a fourth option that I had not considered yet.
Mm-hmm.
What if I played an artificer and ran it as like, they're the ones that... Okay, so you know all those like really, really slimy ghost hunter shows that are still fun to watch?
The ones where they tell the ghost to square up all episode, and when the ghost finally does, they run screaming from the building.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm
exactly.
familiar.
So imagine, like, the tech guy. Like, each of these always has, like, a tech guy.
yeah. I'm gonna be
What if
recording
I played
this.
that tech guy? What if I did that?
That's funny, actually.
All right.
It's a
And I mean-
solid idea.
An artificer gets... Okay, so the thing between Phantom and Artificer and, like, all the things that I'm trying to look at, they all have, like, proficiency with skills or tools and whatnot. An Artificer, of course, has proficiency with all the tools. Every tool. Even if they've never seen one in their life, they know how to use it exactly.
All right, but I'm going to hit you with something from 11th level rogue. Whenever you make an ability check that lets you add your proficiency bonus, you can treat a d20 roll of 9 or lower as a 10. Plus whatever your
This is
proficiency bonus
so
is.
true.
So if
This
you,
is also
even if you
true.
crit fail,
D20 roll of 9 or lower, you treat it as a 10.
It is a 10.
It can be very strong, but I also like the idea of being a techie
yeah,
and
I
having like these ghost gadgets and this little.
Okay.
I just imagine this little steam powered automaton and his nice little robe, like his little suit, his butler suit, and he's just like going around tinkering with things, setting up cameras.
So will you have
little
a
Do we have cameras in this world?
will you have a briefcase or a tool belt?
Are we trying to document this too? Are we a
Neither, he can
documenting
just
party?
open up his chest and he has his tools in there.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
This whole time, were you built by as like the ultimate traveling computer station for like one of the hack ghost hunters, but then you broke free from your programming and someday we meet him again and he wants you back because he says you're his property? But there's a ghost to be got
Possibly.
and you figured out how to actually get them?
Mm-hmm.
Possibly.
Do we have like,
I
a
was-
little hideout with like a little technological stuff beeping because you're there?
So I was thinking that we start out with just like a wagon that we operate out of, and maybe eventually we secure ourselves a base.
I like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you've won me over. Artificer sounds really cute, especially with your choice of race.
But what subclass?
Let's look at level 3. Anyone have? You guys don't like artificers, do you?
No. hate is a strong
I'm
word.
sorry to anyone
Yeah.
who likes
I'm
artificers.
so happy that you
They
enjoy
are
it.
very cool.
So cool.
I
I think
can't do it.
Artificers might
Agreed.
be one of my favorites, honestly. One of my
Alchemist
favorite
is
spellcasters.
really neat, but also I feel like either battlesmith or armor would be the mood. I don't think artillerist is.
That's true. However, imagine this.
Uh-huh.
You know those like small pocket pistols that they had in the Victorian era?
Yeah.
Imagine one of those with legs on it, and he
Mhm.
uses that as his weapon, as his eldritch cannon.
Pretty cute. For
Although
sure.
I think the idea of this little
He sounds less
creepy-
combat oriented.
This is true, but I also like the idea of him stepping into this hollowed out Challenger copper skull as his armor.
Oh my God.
I really like that.
So you're considering armor. Battlesmith, you get a robot dog. And then Alchemist just has a lot of interesting stuff with like potions and whatnot.
Or I could like speed run making the rune forger. No, I'm not doing that. I don't have the brain power for that.
All right, we're back.
I will not sing the song I want to
we
sing.
have a friend.
Hey,
Oh my
kitty.
god, he's so good.
Oh
Oh
no.
my god.
Toast let go of it.
Toast, no.
He immediately reached for it. So cool. What did you settle on?
I'm thinking Battlesmith.
Battlesmith. All right. I feel like thematically, with your whole idea behind it, this works. Your dog can carry around a bunch of stuff.
Well, we're gonna have a chicken.
Toast. Oh my god.
Oh, now there's markings on that
It
thing.
doesn't matter. I'll use it every time.
You
Oh,
can bite me.
oh, that gives me an idea.
Yeah.
The homunculus servants can like act as mobile cameras.
Oh my god.
Is there like video recordings existing in this world? Or,
Well,
like,
I mean, there's
projectors?
always like a magic eye and stuff.
Okay, so we can
there's-
do that.
There's spells that do things. So, you just gotta. There's spells.
Okay.
Hannah, say some things.
Why?
Okay, we're good.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right, Battlesmith. What proficiencies are you choosing since you get to choose some proficiencies? And
I'm thinking medicine and history. Considering
history.
so he can like patch the rest of the folks up and like be a bit of a data bank, as it were.
All right, medicine, history, and which artisan's tool?
I don't know yet. I'm thinking maybe. I'll probably have to choose this later because I need to look through all the tool abilities and whatnot.
All right.
All the flavor.
Yes.
Well, I guess that settles that one. Hannah,
I'm going to be a cleric.
what flavor?
Well,
What are you considering? Let's start with that.
I'm going to keep his name as Hamish, but he won't be Hamish the Unforgotten. He will be the Forgotten.
Okay.
I do have 2 proficiencies to pick before I can select my divine domain.
What are
So
you
I'm
considering?
going to go with medicine
Okay.
and religion.
Sounds pretty good. All right.
So, a long, long time ago, Hamish's parents were temple keepers. And they kept the offerings fresh. They kept the ceremony and rites and everything current for people burying the dead, giving their dead to the god. What is it, Tanha?
Tanha.
Yeah.
The one with the pot of flies and it doesn't like undead.
Doesn't like undead. They are his dead, and he will keep them. So I'm gonna go with Grave Domain Cleric.
All right.
And basically, Hamish, as a young boy, worked beside his parents, and Toast, Mr. Toast.
Mr. Toast, could
No
you
manners.
please not?
No, baby. Stop it.
Boy, Mr. Boy, Mr. Puppy Toast Cat, please.
Miška, can you remove him?
I will remove the cat.
Thank
All
you.
right, we'll keep talking. He's so good. Oh my
bring him
No,
God.
he's
downstairs.
terrible.
Yeah, but he
He
came
has
in
no
from the great
manners.
outdoors, and I just adore him.
Yeah. Okay. As a young boy, he helped his parents bury the dead, offerings fresh, whatnot. And he just kept doing that.
Okay.
And there were many, many dead to bury until there were so many dead to bury that they could not bury so many. Something of a plague, I'm thinking.
Ghoul.
Yes.
Ghoul. Between the race
Yes?
choice, the story we've heard so far, the chosen domain, and the whole, all of that put together. You know that thing we were talking about before.
I know exactly what you're thinking.
do
my
you
friend.
do you have an idea what I'm saying? Maybe this is the first time it happened.
I would say that would be a very nice little.
I think that could be the thing.
Great.
Ch-
Yes. Yes. I think
Hamish
that
is
would
from
be
the
good.
first time it happened, but
He's
Hamish
been
didn't
around
turn
a
out
long
right.
time.
But Hamish didn't turn out right.
Why?
He just kept doing his temple rites until there was no one left to do them for, and then he just sat in the temple for a very, very long time until someone, perhaps adventurers such as yourselves, came and exhumed him from the temple.
Intriguing.
Or a small but curious copper skull accidentally stumbled onto their resting place in search of somewhere to hide.
Very nice. The actual skulls and the copper skull coming together. I like that. While the sprite stolen and the changeling come together. And then ultimately the two merge into
Overcoming adversity.
Yes.
allegedly. There's
It
a
is
lot
yet
of
to
really
be
good
seen.
stuff that you get from the Grave Domain. All right, yeah, that's cool. Grave Domain. Of course, you guys are all going to pick some spells, but would you look at that? It comes with false life.
Oh, nice. Well, thank goodness.
Cool. I guess that leaves me. We've already got two kind of fighter types, the barbarian and the battlesmith. We've got a cleric. I think that means I need to be the skill monkey, doesn't it?
Nah. Whatever you want. We'll be fine.
What should
Well,
I
I
do?
mean, I kind of already am a skill monkey, but
So we
okay.
have Skill Monkey, Beef Boy, hopefully Beef Boy 2.0.
Do we have super mega ultra DPS?
That's me.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about a tank?
That's me.
How are you both?
Because
Barbarian.
I'm amazing.
Oh, okay.
Barbarian is kind of doing both, and also Battlesmith is gonna bring some of that to the table as
Who
well.
wants to join me as another beefy boy?
I'm more worried
My-
about like how everything's gonna come together with the non-combat sections of things.
I mean,
We just fight. That's how we solve it.
true.
I mean, I could be a monk, but I'm not really that into punching things to figure it all out.
You hate monks.
I love monks.
hate monks.
Monks are the greatest, Dana.
You gotta look through so many pages to get everything working.
Nah. Be a druid.
You could be a druid. Druids are fun.
There's already like 2 casters in here, though. I feel like I don't want to be a magic user.
But you're from the Fey world. Let's see what you
Well,
did in
I've
the Fey
got
court.
minor
Could always
illusion
be-
to represent that.
Yeah, let's see.
You could always be the Phantom Rogue.
I could be the Phantom Rogue.
The one you were trying to
I mean,
sell.
why
on-
not?
Yeah, you can be.
I could be. Who am I?
Doctor.
So I grew up with the Fae.
Because, like, if we're from the Night Court, at least you were taken back to the Night Court.
The shifting moon.
Yeah.
What's their deal?
Mm-hmm.
They're very militant.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're revolutionaries. They want freedom back.
What about either a ranger or a fighter or what's it called?
I mean, I could do a rogue.
You haven't played a rogue with me yet, right? I don't think I
I
saw
don't
you
think
play
I
a rogue.
have.
I think that would be quite interesting.
Although with all the, I'm gonna need you guys' help. Write these things down.
Oh, okay. That helps.
I really shouldn't put Bard on the list, but just write down Bard for me.
No.
But like, say I have to re-roll if I hit Bard with disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay.
No. I mean, I love you when
So
you're
we got
barding,
Bard
but-
down there. Rogue for 2. What should be 3?
Monk.
Yes.
Fine. 3 is Monk.
Ranger.
4 is Ranger. Should I do 2 more?
Yes. What if you are a barbarian like me, which would be quite funny?
Double Barbarian
Yeah.
action.
Oh yeah.
All
That's
right.
almost unfair.
5 is Barbarian. I
Mm.
don't know if I want to be a Barbarian. Make Barbarian with disadvantage.
Oh my god.
Join me.
And then Wizard.
I always forget they exist.
Okay.
I don't know.
I think that's a good spread, right?
Yes.
So
That's
that's
plenty.
6.
Yes.
All right. Dice.
Uh-huh.
Dice.
2.
You are a rogue now.
I guess it was
Congratulations. It's a rogue.
Look at this baby with knives.
So I'm
Actually, yes. Dana's baby pictures. You only smiled when you had a weapon in your hand.
It's
Yes.
true.
In your tiny baby fist.
Yes.
I had such a wonderful time then, I think. So, what skills should I have? Haha, I get to choose 4.
Uh-huh.
What are your options?
Yeah, nature.
All of them.
Oh, okay.
Almost.
I would do nature.
I can't choose nature.
I would do survival.
I can't choose survival.
I will do.
Maybe you should sit this one out.
Okay.
Ghoul, any ideas?
What don't we have covered? Acrobatics?
Yes, acrobatics and
That might be good. And I think I'll. I don't know exactly
intimidation.
what.
Athletics. Well, yeah, nobody has athletics, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Acrobatics, intimidation, sleight of hand,
Animal
stealth or
handling.
performance? Stealth, performance, or stealth?
I mean, it wouldn't hurt to be stealthy.
Mm-hmm.
Hamish also has plus in stealth for his race.
I don't know. I will be able to change my appearance hopefully into darkness and be like, I'm gone.
Expertise. So, what should I double up? I'll double buff my acrobatics and thieves' tools. I want to be able to get inside places that are locked.
Mm-hmm.
Ghoul, if you present me with a locked door, I will get in.
Okay.
Cool.
Just luck it by accident because it's gonna
Sneak
be always
attack,
unlocked.
I get thieves' can't, cunning action. Roguish archetype, moment of truth. What should I do?
Are you gonna do the thing?
The ghostly thing.
I could also do one of our super duper special, freshly made homebrews.
Which
Yeah.
ones?
Freshly
Empyrean
brewed?
Hand. But I said I didn't want to do magic.
Yeah, do something non-magical.
Thief.
Be a... Oh.
Thief?
You can steal.
Yeah. Okay.
My
I mean,
heart.
at this point, you guys are all so magical. I might as well just
Ground
be
us.
able to.
Yes.
You know what? I'm gonna be grabby hands. I'm in it to get weird artifacts and stuff.
Like, okay.
And you know, I see the opportunity here.
Tomb Raider.
I've certainly gotten very good at snagging things with my fae background, all tricksy, etc. All right, let's roll our HP, everybody. Who's going first?
Okay, what do I roll for HP?
Well, I would roll, except
You want a D8?
I am a skelly boy.
Oh, that's right.
I don't have a D100, but if I did, it would be
Forget
100.
I said anything.
I roll a D3D. No.
I'm gonna roll on here, so that's
Okay, so you
very
are
good.
level
13
3.
plus
So you
8.
will roll 2d12 plus 12.
Uh,
I rolled a 7 and a
Hey.
6, puts me at 13, plus 8 is 21. Ghoul, what you get?
hey, can I ask a favor of one of you three?
For sure.
How about you guys do the roll for this one?
All right. What's the hit dice?
2d8. I get 3d8 technically. 2d8.
2d8 plus 8. I've got my 1 8. Anyone got another 8?
I got a D8.
All right, let's roll for Ghoul. Me first.
Oh, man. You got a 5.
I got a 5. What'd you get?
That's a tough bar to beat, man.
8.
A 4?
I'm
Sorry, Ghoul.
Oh, that's all right.
So that's
did you
9
wrong.
plus 8.
Yeah. 17.
17.
That's not so
think-
bad.
Cool.
I think I might change the subclass to armor because, no. I'm
It's
thinking
very
like
combat.
I know, but so is like Battlesmith. At least this one has like some more possible interactions.
Okay.
I don't know.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Follow your heart. Though I do think the whole just image of you walking with your robot dog to sniff out the mystery is kind of
True. That is very true.
it's a little on the nose.
That's what I was saying. I want that shit. Okay. Do it.
Roll your HP, Miška.
Yeah. So I rolled 2d12s and then plus 12.
Plus 12. Yep.
Alrighty.
You're gonna be beefy.
Oh, we shall see. What did I get?
You got a 9 plus 4?
So that's
13 plus
plus
9
12.
plus 4 plus what?
9 plus 4 plus 9 plus 4. That's 13.
Okay.
Plus 12. It's
Yeah, it's
25.
gonna be 25. Yeah.
So you have 25. I have 21. I think that I'm doing pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Roll stats.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Who wants to start?
Apply.
Should I do it? I'm doing
Go
it.
ahead.
Why I have a 51 inch?
I got a 10, 14, 8. Oh no, I got an 8. 7. Oh, this is not turning out well. 12. 10. So that wasn't great. Dexterity can be a 14. 12 can go to my charisma.
Oh, hang on. Miška needs to do all of her race stuff.
Okay.
Okay. So you gotta do your ability score increase, changeling, and.
Oh, I didn't even do those. Mm-hmm.
So I put it as strength is 7, dexterity 14, constitution 10, intelligence 8, wisdom 10, charisma 12. I am not doing great.
It is okay.
Oh shit! I got 2 6s and 2 5s on that roll. That's not so bad.
I rolled really bad to be the skill monkey.
I'm so sorry. 2 6s and 2 2s. That's pretty good too. Let's see. 3 6s. I don't know how this is happening. That was 3 6s and a 5 actually. That's pretty good. All right, 6 4 4. That's more reasonable. All right, 5 4 1, and another 1. Not so great. I need one more. 6 5 5. This is the best I've ever rolled for a character.
Nice.
Okay, and I'll figure out where the hell I'm putting these in a minute.
Okay.
Miška, you got yours?
Yes.
Are you gonna roll dice or?
I want to roll dice.
Okay, hang on. I'm kind of writing mine down as I go.
I will
so
go with mine.
Here's a stack.
Oh, thank you. Because I roll 4, and then I pick the 3 highest.
Correct.
Okay, let me just not mix our dice together. Okay, the first one. Ooh. 1 2 3 4.
Hang on, take these out first because you're gonna end up knocking your dice around.
Never.
Definitely.
Okay. Okay.
Do you want me to take away the lowest one for you?
Yes, please.
That's a good roll.
Uh-huh. Yes. Me likey. Okay. There it went.
Give.
Like taking
Thank
them it is. I'm like,
I don't know what things mean.
Okay.
Oh, that's really good. I can't believe I got so shafted on these rolls.
It's okay. And how many more?
You need 6 total.
Of course. I'm using my pink ones. 5 4 4. Okay. And I like these baby
Teeny
ones.
tiny dice. I want smaller.
Yes. Okay. 5
Holy
6 6. No, what is
5
that?
6 3.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro,
5.
what are these rolls?
Trying to do better for Olivia's sake. Okay.
Yeah, she didn't do as good.
Yeah. 1 2 3 4 5 6.
All right.
Okay.
Hannah, where did you...
That's 6.
It's all you.
I just wanted to try. I like the
Oh.
green. Look, I rolled now a 5 and a 6 again.
Too
Okay.
bad.
It's fine.
Too late.
Hannah, what are you putting all your stats into?
Fucking, I don't know. Mr. Ghoul, are you going to roll your dice mechanically?
I am rolling them on D&D Beyond. I am not
Wow.
taking any chances.
Tell me what
Okay.
you get. Run us through it.
I got a 14,
Nice.
an 8,
Cool.
Nice.
a 16,
All right.
a 10,
Okay.
a 12,
Okay.
And another 10.
Okay.
Just honest.
Am I the only one who got below 10?
Yep.
17. I got a 17 here? Really? Okay. Sorry, I didn't even see that number. So sorry, Dana. Good job, Ghoul.
I've got an 8 and a 7.
Awesome. Awesome. Plus page. 13. 10. 6 plus 3 plus 2 is 11. 5 plus 5, 12.
Let me see.
6 plus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 14. Okay, so I got a, if I'm counting this right, a 13, 17, 13, 11, 12, and 14. As a barbarian, I need to be strong, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, 17 is strength it is. I will be a beefy boy.
Strength, constitution, dexterity, those are all really useful to you as a barbarian. Strength and constitution probably more so. Wisdom might
Wait.
come in handy.
Sorry, I blanked out. You said strength and constitution?
Strength and constitution are going to be really important for you. Dexterity is also handy, and wisdom would probably be like the pretty good too. Intelligence and charisma can probably be dropped off, but you know, build to fit your character, not just what stats are nice.
Okay. Okay. Definitely want to be strong. It's going to be fun.
Okay, I put mine as 14 strength, 16 dex, 17 con, 10 intelligence, 18 wisdom plus a +2 racial bonus, and 12 charisma.
That's rough. That's a rough for me to hear.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I have a natural swimming speed. I have a climbing speed
Excellent.
now. I'm just gonna have to make the most of everything that's not stat based. All right, Ghoul, do you know where you're putting your stats?
I think I'm going to put mainly. I think I'm going to focus mainly on Constitution and Intelligence as the top ones.
You know the full
Dexterity
spread
with
yet?
12. Yeah. Intelligence is 16.
Nice.
Constitution 14.
All right.
Dexterity 12.
Okay.
Wisdom 10. Charisma 10. And Strength 8.
Okay. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. How they coming along for you, Miška?
I think so. It's coming together.
Okay.
Okay. I need 2 more. My 11 and 13 between dexterity and intelligence.
13 dexterity.
Yeah, I would say 13 dex because that goes into your
Armor class. Yeah.
Should I switch dexterity with constitution, which is a 13 and 14 between them?
I think you should keep it higher constitution since you're up front.
Okay.
Also, I'm pretty sure Constitution counts towards your armor class, your unarmored armor class as a barbarian.
Okay, so I'm thinking about having strength at 17,
Really nice.
dexterity at 13,
I envy
constitution at 14,
you. Really
intelligence at 11,
Cool. Good.
wisdom at 12,
Cool.
and charisma at 15, plus my racial stuff. That's why it was a
It's
13.
plus
which is-
2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think that's all the stats then.
Yes.
Shall we look at backgrounds?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I'm going to check the camera real quick.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It took me a while to count. I was like, numbers.
I know we're going to have your counting on the track.
You're just going to be like,
We're still good.
Okay.
So for backgrounds, I talked with Ghoul about this earlier, but we're not just going to look at background like, oh, I want the bonus from Clan Crafter, and then go from there. You know, really think about the background, how that brought you into...
Absolutely acolyte.
Yeah?
Yeah. His whole life and death was spent in service of a god.
Very easy choice then.
Yeah.
I was going to say, beyond that, though, with the background, instead of just thinking like, you know, how does my background fit me? Also, pick a specific type of undead anomaly or like, you know, spirit or something that you have become very knowledgeable on. So like maybe as an example, let's say I choose my background to be like soldier. Maybe all of my years spent wandering as a soldier, I've also seen a lot of dead come back in a kind of wrathful form as revenants to hunt down me and my boys, and I've gotten very adept at dealing with them. I know a lot about them, and that's the specific knowledge that I bring to the table. That's also how that particular background brought me into this sort of ghost hunting fold, as it were.
Mine would probably be some type of a zomboid.
Yeah.
Yeah, burying the dead, making sure they're staying down.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So like something that possesses a corpse and then brings it back up.
Are they possessing or are they reanimating?
I suppose that could be the decision for you to make then.
Is it the corpse itself reanimating, or is someone else reanimating it? I don't know what you guys have planned for that one thing that happened a long time ago.
That one thing that happened a long time ago.
What happened a long time ago?
Do you want to know about the thing that happened a long time ago, or should I wait until we can get the specific bonus that's going to be tied to it?
Probably wait until that.
All right. We'll wait until that.
Okay.
Don't worry about that part, though.
Okay.
That's more going to tie into like your race than this stuff. But yeah. So like, or another example would be, your background has kind of brought you to be really good at handling, like banshees or something, because your mom was turned into one.
Who,
And-
mine? My mom?
No, this is just an example.
I'm like, whose mom are we talking about right now?
A theoretical person.
Oh, okay.
So like as an example, let's say you choose sage as your background, and
Oh,
you're
I
like,
was looking at the
I
investigator.
specialized in like I learned about banshees, which because like my mom died and then she came back as a banshee, and like that kind of put me on the path of scholarhood. That's why I became kind of like a sage, learning all about books, and also that's why I know about banshees, and that's why that's the specific thing, the specific knowledge that I'm bringing to the table for our team.
Okay, so I'll be a sage. You'll be. Okay.
But that's just an example. So you were saying investigator.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Tell me about it.
Investigating, I'm thinking because with my changeling abilities, I have skills that can like change into people and figure out their secrets, go undercover, and find out some stuff. Maybe show up as the murdered victim and show up, and maybe somebody will react to that because they were the ones who murdered the person that is now walking again. Because it's between investigator, far traveler, and outlander. And I think investigator is the one I'm thinking will fit the most.
What's your specific type of undead spirit sort of thing again that you'll be specializing in if you were to choose something?
What is like a specter that takes on forms? I'm thinking something that also can change. That's why I think
Some
it
sort of like a
fascinating.
shape changing kind
Something
of
like
a thing.
that. Yeah.
Put down shapeshifter for now, and we'll hone in on like a specific type that fits that
Yeah.
later, maybe.
Being a shapeshifter, I think I should know more about shapeshifting. I'm like, okay, I had to learn about myself, and then I'm like, oh, there's other beasts and beings.
And I
or-
guess to an extent, learning about your kind of shape-shifting parental guardian type things.
Yes.
Um,
Seeing them in different forms and like, oh, they must have traveled
Yeah.
so many places.
all right, cool.
Whoa.
That's nice. Yeah,
Mhm.
we'll nail down a specific one that'll be on the to-do list.
Yes, but I do now have it says here I can only choose between investigation and that's it. What do I do?
Choose investigation.
But then what will be the other skill though? Oh, that makes sense now.
Indeed.
Don't mind me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you reached any decision on like how you want to handle your thing, the specific type?
I feel like I don't know enough about different types of undead in 5e to really make that decision.
Neither do I.
Oh.
But
Shape changer.
Zombies, reanimated dead.
reanimated dead.
They keep popping out of the graves, and it's Hamish's job to keep putting them back down because
All right.
Tanha likes his dead to stay dead.
And then we may hone in on a specific flavor later, but
Yeah.
zombies as the general thing, shape changers as the general thing. What are you thinking, Ghoul?
I'm thinking an investigator.
Okay.
You too? Could be both.
Yes. But see, I think I'm not going to have a particularly supernatural focus.
Mhm.
This construct was traveling with a group of fake, fraudulent ghost hunters, supernatural killers, as it were. A mystery conglomerate, as one might say. Point is, he's seen more than his fair share of faked, faked hauntings and phony supernatural encounters. He knows how to spot a lie because he's been on the other end. Although he didn't exactly have a choice in the matter.
Sounds pretty cool. All right. So your thing is like spotting the phonies, as it were?
Charlatans.
His thing is figuring out if it's actually supernatural or not.
So being able to determine if it's all falsified to an extent.
Pretty much.
All right.
What kind of proficiency or skill check would that be? Like Arcana?
Honestly, I'm starting to think that I feel like that might not be I feel like that might be more broad, because kind of the way that you determine if something is not supernatural, aside from, casting a spell that might be able to solve some of that for you, would be just by ruling out the things that it could be, which would mean you need more specific knowledge on like what it is. One thing that you could, I think maybe the way that it could be framed without it being like, I know about all the different types of undead, so I can tell you right away that it's none of them. Might be like, instead, say, commonly used techniques by the fakes, so when you see a guy like walking around and talking about like how he's gonna solve this case by using this spell, that spell's a fake spell. It's not a real spell. So the moment he says that, you have that discrete knowledge that that's something people have used in the business to try and fake it, since they can't make it. I think that would be an example of like how that could go.
Okay.
What do you think of that, Ghoul?
I like that.
All right,
I
cool.
like that a lot. Moreover, maybe I should give him proficiency in sleight of hand, just to add on to that.
You think so?
I mean...
What are your current proficiencies again?
My current proficiencies are medicine, history, and tools, which...
I feel
and
like
then
you could
insight.
probably drop medicine. You aren't a humanoid. You're not necessarily a bleeding thing. I don't feel like medicine would be something that comes easy to you.
That's true.
That's true, but I was thinking
You
more...
should have insight.
Well, no, I've got that for... I've got that on the background itself. This is the last thing.
Okay.
Because the background doesn't have as much on hand, and I think I will change medicine to sleight of hand.
All right.
Question. For me, distinguishing if something is a shapeshifter in my investigation proficiency, Arcana does sound good to that.
Arcana could be useful.
Yeah. 'Cause I'm like trying to figure out-
Arcana, religion, probably nature. All those three things could be handy for it, but they all go towards
Religion
different
for
types.
shape-shifting?
There might be like specific religious traditions that have like ghosts or ghouls that shapeshift that are tied to it. Like there's a lot of legends that might talk about something like that. So that could also tie in for it.
Okay.
So, Arcana or religion, either could work.
Ooh.
Or
I
just
get this.
Perception or insight.
I get a disguise kit and thieves tools too. And something called official inquiry.
I'm officially useless.
Aww.
How does it feel for the first time in your life?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm going to ham it up with the RP.
All right.
God. Yes.
Listen, I've got a 7 and an 8. You're going to have to deal with me when Ghoul's the GM.
Oh, God.
Ghoul's seen what I can do as a rogue once and inquisitive. So,
I am...
Ooh. I can get access to like
Prepared
criminal
this
sites and
time.
like. Oh, this makes me happy. I'm gonna pull this out every single time.
Oh my god. I'm choosing archaeologist for my background,
Yeah, I like
but
that.
not like a legal one.
Tomb Raider.
Are you just kind of grave robbing?
Mm-hmm.
You and I might not get along.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be funny.
This gives me proficiency in history and survival,
I will
and
beat you with a shovel.
cartographer's tools or navigator's tools. Which do you think? Cartographer, probably. I'm making a map of the places that I'm wandering through. And languages. Ooh, what language should I choose? Have I learned how to speak demon?
I don't know. Did you? Do we have demons
You
in
know
the
what? I'll
Fey
go
world?
with Dwarvish. There's a lot of Dwarven ruins. I feel like that would be good.
Because we can use the languages of Primordial, of course, and Sylvan, right?
Yes.
That's what I'm thinking.
We're using Sylvan as Fae, and then Primordial is Korra.
Also elementals.
Yes, I'll have those two.
Abyssal is demons?
I've had infernal. For
Infernal.
demons.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Abyssal is
Heavenly, right? No.
It's not anything that we've really used. I just kind of ignore it.
Okay. I'll have that.
Abyssal is something like the Mindlings from Sadi.
ooh.
Okay.
Ooh, personality traits. I have no qualms about stealing from the dead. Yeah.
Great.
Oh, this is gonna be so fun to watch. Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. What if I don't have a name for him yet? I need a name.
I have
How
my
about-
fake name.
How about Bigsby?
Bigley?
Bigsby.
Bigsby.
I mean, he's basically going to be played as like a butler to
No.
like the characters in general.
Yeah.
Okay, Bigsby.
So, what if let's say Bigsby tries to keep the fact that he is 100% sentient on the down low as a useful ploy to keep himself from being suspected during an investigation.
Did we meet each other beforehand, or would you trust us with that information? But we would just like let you do that in front of other people.
We're going to, as Ink and I discussed, we're going to already be a group, and that's
Yeah.
something we definitely need to figure out how we all met up.
Okay, I like that.
I have another thing.
Okay.
What if the reason that he's like he escaped and kind of wanted freedom in the first place and became that level of conscious of himself was because he got a spare part from one of the phony ghost hunters missions. Like while they were on a case, they lifted a spare part from some, I don't know, ruin if he had been damaged. But that spare part was not necessarily as fraudulent as the group itself.
Ah.
I
So
see.
it was some sort of an AI chip that got planted?
No.
No?
I'm thinking more of a haunted piece of metal.
Oh, you are haunted. Okay.
We're all hunted in some way.
You sound very valuable. I hope I get to know about this soon.
You're gonna take him apart. You're going to get smacked in the face by
He'll be
Shovel
more
Boy.
useful in one piece. Probably more valuable, too.
How can we work as a team if you're gonna try to do that?
Do you know that I'm trying to do that?
I don't know. Michaela knows, so she's gonna argue.
All right, cool.
Friendship is magic.
Any other, Oh, I need to choose. What's the special type of thing that Haunted items.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can find like a doll
Cursed items,
who's
rather.
not called Annabelle at all.
Oh my gosh.
Mary Beth.
Oh, okay. Susan.
All right, so I'll put that down. Cool.
I don't know what my other skill should be.
What are your options? Everything?
Most of them.
Yeah.
What do you have so far?
I'm pulling that up. I know, Sleepy Bean.
Yes.
I have medicine, religion, and stealth.
Medicine, religion, and stealth.
It's always good to have perception, but I have a... Is perception wisdom or intelligence? Doesn't matter, they're both high.
It's wisdom.
Okay, I have a 20.
Insight could be handy.
Insight is not one of the options, actually.
Oh.
There's always history, But I wouldn't know a whole lot about history because I've just been working in this temple. Maybe Arcana.
Arcana could work.
Yeah.
What are the other options there?
Acrobatics, animal handling, Arcana, athletics, deception, history, investigation, nature, perception, performance, persuasion, sleight of hand, and survival. I don't need survival because I don't need to eat.
Deception and performance.
Go.
Deception because you've had to lie your whole life, probably. Or some of your life to people. Or have you not lied about what you are?
So one of my character details or characteristics is I've spent so long in the temple that I have little practical experience dealing with the people in the outside world.
I see. Then, what was the other thing that I said?
I don't remember. That was so long ago.
Read, Read them again?
Performance, I think it was.
Yeah. Maybe you could have...
My grand rituals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Certain burial rites or grand rituals or something. You can look at the lore around Meridian Kingdom, probably.
Yeah, okay.
Burial rites. So that could be handy.
All right.
Yeah. Performance. I didn't take it.
That's
Hey,
unfortunate.
Ink.
Yes, cool.
Question. What weapon would you best say would fit as a reskinned meteor hammer?
Whip.
I don't want to have another character with a whip that's small.
It's a meteor
think I
hammer,
have a
isn't it?
friend. I mean, yes, but...
But yeah, I'd say either whip or flail.
Flail? I don't have I don't have...
But
proficiency
probably
with that.
whip because it has reach.
Okay.
What are your guys' alignments? Do you have one yet? Or are we gonna figure that out later?
I decided to go ahead and go ham. My character details, I'm chaotic neutral. I do a comfortable lifestyle. You know what? I might bump that up. I'm going to say that I'm living a wealthy life. No, I'm too poor for that. I'm comfortable.
Okay.
I have no qualms about stealing from the dead. I won't risk my life for nothing. I expect some kind of payment. I have a friendly rival. Only one of us can be the best, and I am to prove it's me. Who do you think that might be? It's you. Or at least it will be.
You don't know it's me.
Someday when I figure out, that's what it'll be.
Because I didn't recognize you because I was you. And then I look at him like, oh, fuck.
And for flaws, when I'm not exploring dungeons or ruins, I get jittery and impatient. Probably because exploring a town isn't likely to give me something worthwhile. I'll try and hurry things along.
I put lawful neutral. I act in accordance with tradition. And then my lifestyle is wretched. I haven't moved much. I'm wearing the same dusty clothes underneath scale mail armor.
Incredible.
Also, I don't need to eat.
All right. I'm giving myself a short sword for a weapon. Okay, I think I've got my character mostly set up.
I even have my... Are we picking the personality traits from the trees that we have
You
here?
don't have to. I just saw some that lined up, so I just snagged them. But you know, free form on that.
I think it might be fun to use something from here and to work with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I usually always workshop my own. It'd be nice to maybe see and just follow. But I'm thinking for them to be chaotic good to start with.
Does it say for chaotic good?
What? It says only here. Creatures act as their conscience directs, without regard for what others expect.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm chaotic neutral, I think I said.
Yes. Faith, I'm not sure yet. And I'm thinking about starting, because we're living in a wagon, I'm thinking like a modest lifestyle.
Okay.
Until we hopefully increase our business much more.
With any luck.
Physical characteristics, they change, but I'll have one that I will go with, mostly for the people that watch our investigation.
Physical characteristics. Hair, no.
I'll draw
Skin,
a picture for all
no.
of them eventually.
Yes.
Eyes.
Because if you're
no.
imagining, I think they look so like, because they're of course like changelings are portrayed as like white, almost luminescent.
But they're almost never showing that,
Yeah,
because they're
so-
always wearing a face.
That's
Who was
why.
your last boo?
Kara.
Oh,
Yeah.
was she cute?
She was. She had like a whole like shaven side thing going
Wow.
on and like braided high up.
This sounds familiar to me.
Like who?
Like a lot of characters that I've seen you looking at.
She's got a type. What can she say?
I'm
She
sorry.
certainly does.
I can change it. I can change it.
Mishka,
Yes.
it's okay.
Like a nice shaven side thing going on. Yeah.
I'll figure out what I'm gonna have my original look like.
Guess
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I just doodling this, and this is what I'm seeing for her to start with, or them to start with. Let me figure out personality. I don't know even what to fight with, like a barbarian. I usually would just use like.
I will help you learn how to do that one.
Thank
we'll
you.
do some practice runs.
I should start with equipment, no gold. I can get a great axe or martial weapons here.
How old will my character be
No.
if he was in the before times?
How old do you want him to be?
169.
Nice.
Is that acceptable?
Yeah, we can do that
Hella.
for sure. I am, however, going to ask for a few rolls. First, everyone roll 1d100. We'll go one at a time.
You do not. Oh, well, I guess you can use those weird things. I don't like doing it that way.
I'm gonna do it digitally.
Yeah, same.
Okay, peer pressure. Let's do it.
I want just an actual D100.
One day, they were selling at the Renaissance Festival these big ass balls
Yeah.
of D100s.
I've seen
100s.
blow up ones.
Ghoul, roll you a d100. Tell me what you get.
Where do you find that die?
I got a 36.
Okay, so you obtain a vest with 100 tiny pockets.
Perfect.
Ah, I got my number.
All right. Mish-
18.
18. You obtain a 1 pound egg with a bright red shell.
1 pound. That's the theme.
Wow,
1 pound
nasty.
egg. Sorry, 1 pound egg with a what?
With a bright red shell.
Is it like a small egg that's just very dense or a big one that's kind of airy?
What can I do with this? Eat it?
Yes. Smash
This is
it.
part of the mystery.
I found it in a demon nest.
Oh.
All right. Hannah, what'd you get?
Hamish rolled 23.
23. Okay, let me find that right quick.
Can I stylize the vest as something like an actual suit vest?
Yeah.
Okay,
And
cool.
for Hamish, a brass orb etched with strange runes.
Neat.
I want to fight with double-bladed scimitar. Can I?
You could.
Is that okay for a barbarian of this type?
What is it a finesse weapon or anything like that, or
I don't know yet.
find that out? You want to make sure it uses strength. And I rolled a 52.
That's higher than anything else you've rolled
Yeah.
this evening.
2 toy soldiers, one with a missing head.
Oh.
Of
Are
course.
they cursed? Are they cursed items?
I don't know.
Okay.
All right, and then the next thing I'm gonna do is let's see, roll another d100. Ghoul, you go first.
Okay, give me a moment. I got a 24.
Nice.
You get a urn with the ashes of a dead relative. You should re-roll. Unless you want like the scraps of another.
Nah, I'm
Just,
re-rolling.
Like, stripped screws and springs that are
I
oversprung.
mean, it could be kind of funny, honestly.
Do a re-roll, just in case it's something that really.
Maybe it was the ashes of your creator.
No, the creator's still gotta be alive,
Okay.
I think.
Mm.
I got a 45.
45, excellent. You get a black executioner's hood.
Stop using that. So
Oh!
you can do,
Alright then!
a new tab, or you can hold this down.
No.
Hold it down.
I'm gonna roll mine.
Open it in a new tab.
Mm-hmm.
Go over here and just type in scimitar.
Nice. Thank you.
77.
Ink, after this, I do have a question about the copper skulls.
Oh, for sure. Once we get through these rolls, ask away. I received a sheet of parchment upon which is drawn a complex mechanical contraption. Is it you? Are you the contraption?
I don't know why it's being so terrible on your phone.
Ask away, though. What's the question?
It is a finesse weapon.
Wait, hold on. What did you get again?
A sheet of parchment upon which is drawn a complex mechanical contraption.
You stole that from Bigsby's bag, didn't you?
That could be the case. Hannah, another D100.
29.
29. Let me see. A pair of old socks.
Sorry.
He really needs new clothes at this point.
Does this make up for... Are these his original socks?
They could be.
He doesn't let them go because they're the last thing that's still...
They are
not eaten by
169 years old.
All right. Miška, a D100, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Give me a second. I'm trying to figure out weapons here. Aha. D100. It's gonna be 92.
Wow.
92.
What did I get?
A severed big toe with a nail that continues to grow.
No.
I hate that.
No.
Oh,
feet.
lovely.
All right. So I have an idea for these.
Big toe.
I think we should each take responsibility for another person, kind of shift it around.
Okay.
And then whoever you've taken responsibility for, you get to write what the plot hook behind, what the whole story behind all of this is, and you get to submit it to a DM. No?
No, thank you.
Okay.
It is 9:50 p.m.
I didn't mean right now.
Okay.
No.
Definitely
You
not
can
right
give
now.
me homework.
Mm-hmm.
Is this something that you would want to do?
Yes. But not today.
I will try my best after a night of
Sleep.
hopefully more than 6 hours of sleep.
Agreed.
Cool.
I mean, I'm already going to be doing like plot hooks and backstory anyway, so I'm already on board.
What about the
Yeah.
toe with the growing nail? No.
Well, this way
Where'd you
you don't
get it?
have to think about what it is.
Yeah.
Someone else gets to.
I want
Because
that.
either you're thinking about what your thing is, or you're thinking about what someone else's thing is. It's got to be
Because-
one or the other.
Like, what if it's a witch's toe and, like, for, like, magical stuff, they always need some kind of witch's nails, so it just grows constantly?
Hannah, since you seem the most apprehensive, I'll let you choose who you're doing.
What was yours?
I have 2 toy soldiers, one with a missing head, and a sheet of parchment upon which is drawn a complex mechanical contraption.
Oh, so I can do either one, not just the terrible one.
Yeah.
You can do either one or both, and it doesn't need to be a whole drawn out thing. You just write out as much as you want for the detail behind it, then hand it off to a GM and they'll figure out the rest.
And Mr. Ghoul, can you remind me of your trinkets?
I have a vest with 100 pockets.
Tiny pockets.
Yes.
That's
It
so
is
cute.
perfect. It's perfect for him. And a black executioner's hood.
I feel like the executioner's hood should just be shoved into the tiny pockets and you're using it as an oil rag.
Possibly.
I don't care.
But I never did say what his alignment was.
Oh, what is it?
Well, now that I've said that, I'm not going to just tell you.
Lawful evil.
Oh, definitely. He's the mastermind at the end.
All right, I'll put the thing in the back pocket for now then instead. We'll just figure it out. There is one thing that we need to talk about, though. Just a couple more things. How did we all come together? What's the plan? Are we a guild? Are we a company?
We're just 4 bros chilling in a hot tub.
But not too close because we're not gay.
Well,
Which
what
is
if
a
I
lie.
want to be like 3 feet apart?
6 feet apart because social distancing.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
What if I'm vaccinated?
You can still get bad things.
I think I might have a possible timeline.
Hit me.
Okay.
I think. Okay, so I'm thinking mine and Hannah, your character, would be the first to actually like form a band,
Yeah.
A band.
and then while the two of them were traveling, they ran into the other two at different times, and kind of just collected them along the way between cases that weren't really all that interesting, but still.
Okay. I think maybe the sprite stolen should be following the changeling.
If you guys know, I'm planning not to ever change my shape in front of you, I think.
I think maybe, eventually I leave my wonderful domain, and I am curious about my origins.
Yeah.
So I try to track it down.
Okay.
And it leads me to you, and you're not me.
No.
So but we still meet, and maybe we fall in together.
And you recognize
I
this
do.
person.
Yeah.
Imagine me just being behind like a table. I'm like, oh shit, just like to see the person like, oh no. What did we did you just try to find me, or did you have much more like malicious ways of trying to maybe get me?
I was just trying to find like the home.
Okay.
And probably you.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting too much. I thought maybe I'd meet you, but no one jumped out at me. I don't see my own face anywhere. And I think you left your family a while ago, right?
I did. I
So
think we left on good terms, but it was awkward after we both learned because they didn't know, I didn't know, so we were both like, okay, so what are we gonna do about this?
maybe I robbed my family when I saw them.
Oh God.
Oh gosh.
There's my mom and dad too. Like, you should give those stuff back.
It says I start with 25 gold. It all came from them.
Of course.
And eventually I fall in line. Trying to track you down, but it's not you. But
You track me down. Are we friends? Because I know who you are. You know who I am.
Did you try to be my friend after you met me?
I think she would be really curious. Like, okay, please do tell me. Like, how was my origin? Like, how is home? Like, she would be, I think, really curious because she would talk about her ancestors, of how her powers function, and she would like to maybe learn more.
All right, so you just try and learn about what it's like in the shifting moon from me.
Yes, and how it was, and
Alright.
also
Yeah.
maybe
sure. We
talk
can
about
be-
your parents if you want to.
We can be buds, I guess, but I don't know about your identity as the one who replaced me. I don't know it. Do I know it?
Wait. Sorry, one more time.
Do I
She's
know that you
asking a
replaced me?
question.
I'm not understanding the question.
Do I know that you
Mm-hmm.
replaced me?
Oh, well, yes, because I was put there as a baby, and you know that it was me who was put there.
How?
Do I know?
If you don't
Do you know?
have
But we
this
were
one's face.
do you want to be the only one who knows that I
Oh
can
no, I'm
change
just
faces?
asking. Have you shown yourself to me?
Interesting.
Am I aware? You tell me. It's your decision to make.
Can't think about it.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, and so then you and Ghoul, Hamish, and not Barnaby. Bigsby. I was close. Hamish and Bigsby. Bigsby happens upon Hamish.
Yeah, I think it's something like the temple has been sealed shut. Maybe there was a landslide. Maybe there was a whole lot of bird poop, and I just couldn't get it open anymore. So I sat inside the temple and didn't die because I can't do that.
That's so sad.
All right.
What if over time the temple was partially buried in like the landscape?
Yeah.
Okay.
As Bigsby was trying to make an escape, he fell through the roof.
Ooh.
Did you try to kind of clean up your temple afterwards alongside this robot? And because neither of you are dying anytime soon, probably, or at least you just spend like the next year or two trying to clean everything up
They
and
could
getting to
spend
know
like
each other.
a couple years.
Yeah.
They could be in there for decades.
We gotta dig
Who knows?
ourselves out.
All right, so 2 years together digging yourselves out.
I am now reminded that there is an outside world.
And then right as you're about to dig yourself out, I come in there ready to rob some graves and ruins.
I won't let that happen.
Well, that's when you stop me. And then I'm like, suppose I prove myself as one of the faith. And then passing those on to me would be allowing the faith to keep this in its hands.
Grave
You
robber.
think there are relics in these graves? These were common people. They had nothing at the end of their days.
What about within this temple?
Mine, all mine.
But so that could be how I meet you.
Okay.
And you coming with me because you want to know more about home?
Yeah, but if I
Or
don't like, I don't
maybe
want. I
you're-
cannot tell you then. If you don't know that I was the one.
Maybe
who
you could
raised
just
I could know
pretend
that
to
you're a
be
changeling.
like a Fae fanboy.
Oh yeah.
You could also just, I could know you're a changeling without knowing you
Oh, yes.
are my
I will not say
changeling.
I'm your changeling. I think I
Yeah,
want to keep
and
that.
so you just ask
close
me
to my
about
heart.
home. And,
Oh, please do tell me.
or maybe like, maybe your ancestors are whispering in your ear, follow this one.
Okay, I'll follow this one.
Something like that.
Yes.
And then ultimately, while we're all there, a big spooky thing comes out, and then we have to put our wits and minds together and
Big
take care of
spooky,
it.
And you're like, it's my pet. He's been here for many, many.
Maybe
many
my
moons.
entrance
No.
counts as desecrating the graves of this place that you're buried in, and
Yeah.
then it all rises up, and you have to go like, I thought I
put
finished
them all
all
to
this.
bed again.
Yes.
Sleep. Calm down. It's fine.
And then from there, we just say, all right, well, team,
Then
I have a wagon.
do you
And
know?
how long after that would we be picking up?
I think we should like move a couple of years so it's much more
Are you
established.
Like
guys-
1 year, maybe.
Is nobody interested in fighting this horde of undead that arose when you desecrated the tomb?
I will
We
fight
all
it.
team up to
Oh,
help put
cool.
it down. I will, using my fast hands, lock the door as a bonus action.
You're locking us in with the dead.
If they don't get out, that means we can take care of it all just like that. You're really good at this, right? You've been here for a while. It seems like the place looks pretty nice.
Yes, I need a light. I suppose that'll do, he says, looking up at the brand new skylight.
I also will light a torch using my fast hands. That's
Intriguing.
all I can do.
I just learned, as the barbarian that I am, I don't get any spells.
You're gonna get some stuff as you level up.
Ah,
Some really cool stuff.
Okay.
Eventually.
I need to learn about this person. Okay, I think we'll be using a longsword.
Longsword.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
Yeah, I think it's strength. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes.
And like you can use a finesse weapon with strength too,
Mm-hmm.
but there's just some things that do more damage, and
Yes. I want to be.
you're our damage.
Yes.
But yeah, 10th level, you're going to be able to consult the spirits, letting you cast augury or clairvoyance.
Ooh.
So there's cool stuff coming your way.
I still don't know where this character's gonna go. I have a general idea.
We'll
She's
figure
gonna
it out.
be the opposite of Olivia, I think. I'm gonna try.
Oh, is she gonna be nice and not stab people?
Yeah, only when needed.
Good.
Tell me about your blood.
All right, so we all know a little bit about each other. I think I'll definitely want to stay with you for whatever. Maybe you can be the one who's like, yeah, I really want to just keep doing what I've been doing. And then I'm going to stay with you because I see this robot that's staying with you and I know what that could be worth. This
I'm-
copper skull. And you're staying with me because something's telling you to.
Yeah, there's something about you, and I also see my old face on you.
And that toenail just keeps growing in
I
my
hate-
direction.
I hate that toenail so much. Why a freaking
I like
toenail?
that. That's clever.
Is that toenail like some curse or something? I don't know. I don't know what it could be. It's disgusting in my
All
head.
right, so there's that.
Maybe it's the toenail of truth,
Ooh.
and you just don't know how to interpret its language.
Then
Possibly.
we'll skip forward by like either half a year or 1 year. What do you think? Because we're all still going to be kind of fresh
You-
with each other,
I think half a year, like a
Half
couple
a
6
year?
months solid.
slightly. So like
I
we
think
have to
if you
figure-
are traveling together, like 2 months is good enough
Okay.
to really get to know each other.
Really?
Yeah. At the beginning of the world shutdown, Dana and I were isolated for a month and got to know each other really well. When you are stuck with a person, it's either do or die. It's a yes or no question at that point.
All right.
Okay. Will we write summaries? Like a solid summary when we're figuring this out more?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
We're gonna go back through all this stuff and
Are we gonna read it like
I'll condense it.
once upon a time?
Well, this is an episode.
Yeah, not individual
Okay.
summaries, just
Yeah.
like one general.
Okay.
Yeah, Ghoul and I will team up to put together all the things and then fact check it with you guys. And
Okay.
this is an episode. But I think that's pretty good. You know, there is just one last thing.
Equipment?
Oh yeah.
oh, I already
that.
equipped that. Oh
Do
god.
your equipment if you haven't already. Any questions?
I get a glass thingy.
I'm just gonna take a dagger. I'm doing no damage anyways. I might as well be discreet.
I'll be using axes. Well, axe throwing from afar, javelins as well. But if I want to get in there, my longsword.
I'm also gonna have my name be Dreseka, just named after the first Clovek city that I saw on a map of the outer world.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. My name. I think I'm keeping my name Kari.
How to spell?
Kari.
Okay.
Kari. I had a different name, but you don't know that yet. Been very careful not to do anything around you. Well, you do know I'm a changeling, though, so you know. But the
Yeah,
time
I know
being,
you're changeling. I'm a sprite still, and we can
Yeah.
talk about face stuff.
awesome, because now I think that's gonna be fun. She's like, this is my go-to for now. It might change later on, but for now, I'm really comfortable with this body.
Okay.
You've been really comfortable. You be. Kaye.
Alright, my spells are Sacred Flame, Toll the Dead, Word of Radiance, Bane, Bless, Ceremony, Detect Evil and Good, False Life, Protection from Evil and Good, Shield of Faith, Gentle Repose, Locate Object, Prayer of Healing, Ray of Enfeeblement, and Spiritual Weapon.
Cool.
Just imagine like this little robot for Ghoul. Those toys from the old days.
Cool. Tell us about your boy. Tell us a little more.
Well, he's at least a little vengeful about his previous master, as it were. However, he seems to be keeping a rather cheery face, or that could be programming, who knows. However, in his time, while stuck in a temple, he managed to cobble something unique together with the few bits and bobs he had on his person, and some things he managed to find lying around the temple that weren't of any use. Well, he made sure to stay away from anything that might be considered holy. It's not entirely explained what this thing is. He doesn't exactly explain. He seems to keep it rather close to himself. However, he does put it as a central piece inside each of his companions, as it were.
Okay. Interesting. Most interesting. Cool. So the last thing then. What shall we name this book? Discuss, you guys, or take a minute to think, and just discuss. I'm writing a little bit of stuff, but speak freely.
Let's see. Spooky words. Let's see. Okay, we have cadaverous, deathly, dreadful, frightening, frightful, ghastly, ghostly, ghoulish.
The Book of Dreadful Tales.
Ooh. I like that there's tales involved with the dreadful.
Because we were outing terrible ghost hunters?
Yes. Terrible ghost hunters. Plus, also we're doing the ghost hunting, that are terrifyingly dreadful.
Yes.
Yes. Any thoughts, Ghoul? I am good with this one.
Ghoul's gonna
Sounds
fucking...
fine to me.
Oh, yeah?
Really?
I figured you already had something in your pocket.
I mean, I did, but I prefer this one, honestly.
Yay! Thank you. Dana, got anything for this one?
The
Just
book.
1 second.
Oh, you're busy.
We stall. Let's see. The book of dreadful tales is going to be volume 1. You shall see what happens in volume 2.
Well, this isn't really volume 1. It's the introduction. It's the foreword.
Yes. Well, I'm excited. I don't know what's going to come out of spookiness out of Dana's and Ghoul's brain.
Here, I wrote a very brief summary from what we said.
Okay.
Hamish and Bigsby meet and clean up his temple over the years. Jessica tries to hunt down the changeling Swap, doesn't find her, and ends up stealing from her old parents, who call her a monster because she's Sprite Stole and looks the part. Eventually, she tracks closer to Kari, or rather, Kari gets a whisper in her ear from her ancestors telling her to follow Jessica. We meet, and I find out that she's a changeling because she says so, but not my changeling. She follows me, we talk. Eventually, I go to try and grave/temple rob the buried ruins of Hamish. We all meet there, though, and it disturbs the spirits. We work together to put them back, led by Hamish. Hamish emerges finally, trying to continue his work. Bigsby follows to help because he wants to see how a real one does this job, not these phonies and fakes. Jessica follows because she sees Bigsby and knows that he must be worth a ton of coin. And Kari follows because the voices say to, and she has more questions about living among the Fae. We skip ahead a few months, and we're all together, having formed a business, running out of a wagon, walking the northern Corn state border, and exercising the dead. Should we call it a business or a guild?
Business
A troop?
Incorporated.
Troop?
I wouldn't call it a guild. There's no dues.
Yeah.
Okay.
Corporation.
All right, so we'll have it a troop.
A freelancing troop?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
What'd you say was your suggestion again for the book name?
The Book of Dreadful Tales. You like it?
I'll put it down here.
Yay. Cool.
What should our troop be called?
The dreadful ones.
I got nothing for that.
The gray ones. The spooky ones. Miss.
Grey Broom.
Why a brim?
How about like
I just imagine like a drink.
fly swatters? I don't know.
Ghoul, we need you.
Help us.
I am just silly. So you
Ghoul,
to
what
do.
was your other book name?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I was going to originally call the book Tales from the Rotten Border, but
Border Patrol.
We're the border patrol. Oh God.
That's a little too on the nose.
Yeah. I would say, I don't know, if we're ghost hunters, like,
Book
and
of Stains.
who's
we.
the
No.
designated leader?
Oh.
Well, Hamish has experience in this sort of thing.
Hamish is kind of the lead of the follow the leader thing that we have going on here.
Okay. Fair.
And Hamish has the most experience. We've all had some experience with specific things, you know, like you know about the things that fakes do.
Hang on, I'm
Party.
looking up what's some stuff about Tanha, because I feel like Hamish would have a really strong connection and want to do something that represents the god that he has spent all of his life and death.
What if I told you that you've caught wind of a cult of Tanha on these borders, and this is something that Ghoul and I actually discussed beforehand?
Okay.
That could be the main reason that you're drawn up here. This cult, allegedly, is operating out here, and no one wants a cult. Who wants a cult, really? No one wants a cult.
Oh,
And-
they're so good though.
Ghoul, should we say why it's a cult?
I think we should keep that secret for now.
Okay.
At least I don't think I'm from this area. The Clover Kingdom's from before.
Yeah, you're way far south, dude.
Yeah, I'm pretty new
I-
here.
I'd really like to keep it secret for now
Okay.
and have my first run DMing explaining, or at the very least showing off what these folks have done.
Given the deets, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
We'll need to talk about it more, because if I have my say, this will be very, very interesting.
All right. Yeah. What is their troop name gonna be? The troop?
Mm-hmm. No.
The troopers.
No.
The troubadours.
All right, we've got pot of flies. There's a whole lot about decay, taking what is hers. Tanha is a female.
Yes.
I messed up.
Mm. She wouldn't approve of you, really.
Really?
Probably not. You're undead. She doesn't like undead.
She is depicted as a skeleton encrusted with jewels. I have 2 glowing rubies as eyes.
She likes being a skeleton. Everyone else that is undead is keeping the.
I am doing the Lord's work.
Gods are fickle, my friend.
Are you saying she doesn't like me?
She
So
might not like you.
sad, actually.
Even
That's
if I'm
upsetting.
going around and giving her back what is hers.
I suppose that's one of those things where it comes down to your personal belief system.
Okay.
Do you think that Tanha would think the ends justify the means?
So I'm just thinking that Hamish has no fucking idea that he's actually a skelly boy.
Okay.
Aw.
He's just been stuck in his routine for so long, and this is what it is now.
Okay, what were you before? I think I missed that if you said something.
I
Probably
have-
an Einar.
I know. Oh,
Yeah.
I have come up with a name.
Okay.
How about the Tetrad of Paranormal, Mystical, Miraculous, Mystic, Occult, Psychic, and Magical Investigations?
Is there an
Or
acronym?
the Tetrad, for short.
That's right. Yes. I
Wait,
say yes.
Is Tetrad 4?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I didn't do well in math, you guys. Walked into
I mean, that's more
calculus, then
language
walked right
than
out.
anything else.
I dig it.
Me too.
I mean, we could call it like the quartet or something, but Tetrad sounds interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it could be I might be able to come up with a better acronym, but I need time.
Okay, nothing set in stone right now. I like that though.
Yes.
It's kind of ridiculous.
Tetrad.
It
Yeah.
is. I'm happy.
Well, I mean, let's be real. Most of these characters are probably going to be full of themselves, so...
Oh.
What does it stand for again?
Tetrad, it's basically a synonym for quartet, or a group of 4.
No, what did the acronym
acronym.
blow out to be?
I don't know. It's like, Yogs...
What did you say
something
earlier?
Like that. It was, let me see if I can remember the order.
Oh no.
Well,
The
if we play back the
tetrad of-
recording.
Yes.
No, it'll be fine. The Tetrad of Occult, Mystical, Miraculous, Paranormal Investigations, I think. I can't remember. I had more. I didn't write it down. I just came up with words.
Tetrad.
Tetrad. The spelling?
Yeah.
I think actually. Yeah, Tetrad. You had it. You had it on the nail.
All right.
I might be onto something.
Oh, really?
Sorry, I'm just having a fun time doodling myself.
Mm-hmm. Oh my. All right.
would you say it's cold up there? Is it Chile? Where we're located?
It has seasons.
Okay.
It can get winter.
Okay. What season are we starting at?
Maybe autumn?
Okay.
Maybe autumn's wolf moon or something. I haven't decided for sure. Probably autumn.
Okay.
I'm going to say it's autumn.
Okay. I have a whole vision. And I love my vision. I have to say, I didn't expect this kind of team.
I need something that starts with a D. Hear me out so far. Tetrad. Tetrad of exorcism, thieving, automation, ancestry, and something that stands for all of us. I need a D for all of us.
Detective work. Or detection for
Detection, diplomacy, direction.
divination.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, divination isn't exactly in our forte, however. Then again,
Direction.
There's dachnomania. It's an obsession with killing.
That's
we are not murder
No.
hobos.
quite it.
Not yet. Yeah.
Um,
I don't know.
So, Tetrad. The Tetrad of exorcism. Or, wait, team of. Team for exorcism, thieving, automation, ancestry, and. I mean, we could do duty.
Do duty.
darkness.
Ooh.
Dispelling?
Some of you can do that. I can only smite-ish.
Maybe.
Dissection.
Gross.
I like discovery better.
I concur.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Diagnosis.
Diagnosis.
Like they're diagnosing the problem.
It sounds too medical, but I like the idea. I'm gonna keep
Decontaminating, maybe?
running.
Decontamination.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Still not-
Devoted.
Deduction.
Deduction.
Devoted. Divine.
Devo- Let's see if that brings me anywhere good.
It's really funny. I was like, D words that are nice. And it gave me some here.
Oh, I'm just thinking Dagwood. I'm hungry.
Oh, yes.
Deduction isn't bad.
Damnation.
Only a few of us.
Dancers. Dangerous.
We'll be coming.
Dastardly.
Yes.
Deliberation. Derivation.
Daycare.
We also take care of children.
We are all children.
You know?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to say we should end it and keep brainstorming on that one. We can start a word map or something.
Yeah.
Dynasty.
Dinosaur.
Descent.
Dragons.
Discovery.
Descendants.
But then ancestry is superfluous.
It cancels itself out.
Or does it mean we have them both covered?
Nah.
Disclosure. I kind of like discovery. Yeah.
I'm here for the ride.
I'll go with discovery for now, and if we think of something better, we can throw it up there.
Okay.
This can renaming the acronym can be an ongoing thing that they do in character.
Yes.
Okay.
Will they have a logo?
Probably.
Yeah, it's just gonna be Tetrad.
I
And it's
can
not
make
gonna.
something for the logo.
Yeah, but it can't say what the acronym means.
But it can say the acronym.
Yes, it can
Alright.
say the acronym.
All right, I like that. So Tetrad will start out as Team for Exorcism, Thieving, Automation, Ancestry, and Discovery. And with a note, this changes over time in character debate, replacing words. Cool. So I think that'll do it for now.
Yeah.
So catch us next time when we open the first page of the Book of Dreadful Tales
Yes.
with Tetrad,
I'm excited.
featuring Hamish, Jessica,
Big-
Kara.
Bigsby.
Kara?
You said
Kara.
Kari.
Kara or Kari. Sorry, I'm thinking Slovakian because we have to change the.
Which one do
Ending.
you want
Okay.
it to be?
So you said that your name was Kari,
Mhm.
and then you said that your ex-lover's name was Kara.
Yes.
So are you both or neither?
Let's see.
I think you have to pick one.
I like more options, but let's go with Kari
All
for
right.
this one. Yeah.
Nice, I already have that written down.
Cool.
And Bigsby. So Kari, Bigsby, Jessica, and Hamish. Catch us next time on the Book of Dreadful Tales.
Bye.